Today we'll share 5 tips and tricks to help you reach higher customer satisfaction. Let's do this. Customer satisfaction is a term we all understand at a basic level. A customer comes to your company for a product or service and leaves satisfied. A satisfied customer will recommend you to friends, tell their family about your products, and most importantly, return for more purchases. That's all nice and pretty, but how do you make sure your customers are happy? You have to start by listening to what they're saying, and that's our first tip. Listening to your customers, actually actively listening to your customers, is crucial in any business. You've got to take their feedback seriously and do something about it and not just be like, thank you. This is literally about improving your business. It can help you identify areas where you need to improve and make changes to get higher customer satisfaction. Here are 3 ways you can receive customer feedback easily. Surveys. You see, post-purchase surveys represent a simple way to gain customer feedback. Using online tools like SurveyMonkey, it's easy to design and conduct consumer experience research. There's also real-time customer feedback, which you can receive through your website support service or in-house call centers. These are the most efficient methods since you can receive a ton of valuable info in a minimal amount of time. And lastly, I want to mention live chat here. With live chat, you can be always available and allows companies to explore the consumer experience quickly. With so many user insights available online, you can even create a chat rating report to measure customer satisfaction. Buyers can give support agents a thumbs up or a rating after a chat, giving you information about who your top support agents are and who still needs to get the feel for it. So listening to your customers' feedback and improving what needs to be improved can pump up those customer satisfaction levels. Either way, you should always actively listen to your customers, even if they're going on and on about the same thing, since you might just find a golden nugget somewhere in between. Moving on, the next step on our journey to higher customer satisfaction is to respond to customer complaints quickly and effectively. Handling customer complaints might look as tricky as taming a lion. What if complaints aren't bad for your business? What if they could be a source of helpful information, opportunity to learn, develop, and gain loyal customers? Have you ever thought of it that way? You see, we all know that no business likes complaints, and no one is thrilled to deal with them. However, it's very important to address it quickly and professionally, since this can help resolve the issue and prevent the customer from taking their business elsewhere. Here are 3 rules on how to respond to customer complaints quickly and effectively. Rule 1, don't show your fear. If an angry customer is calling and you're afraid to face the issue, then you won't be able to understand it properly and actually resolve it. So if you want to turn a customer complaint into a compliment, you need to forget about your fear and face each and every complaint you have received. Because if you ignore them, you'll earn some peace for yourself, but you will lose a customer and miss a chance to transform a bad customer experience into a good one. Rule 2, build trust. Customers will start trusting you the moment you start solving their problems. The most desired situation is to solve an issue immediately. However, in most cases, it can't be done as quickly as the customer would like. You see, you and your customer might have 2 very different definitions of quickly. In such cases, you need to make sure that the customer is updated during the process of solving the problem. This way, you will build trust by showing the customer that you are here for them. Rule 3, encouragement. A customer who contacted you to point out what is wrong deserves to be rewarded. Why? Well, because they've had expectations towards your product or services and are now disappointed. Because they've taken the time to share their thoughts about your product or service with you. And because you want to turn that complaint into a compliment. You already thanked them for reaching out to you, right? Great. Now make your customer feel good about giving you the opportunity to improve your product or service. Another thing you can do to turn that frown upside down is to offer a replacement. Of course, in reasonable cases, and you might have just saved a customer. Now, yes, I understand. It may sound expensive. However, think about it this way. Losing even a single customer can be very costly. It can actually be 6 times more expensive to acquire a new customer than it is to keep a current one. So if you respond to your complaints quickly and effectively, your customers might not only give you a second chance, they might also turn into a satisfied customer later on. This brings us to tip number 3, provide high quality products and services that exceed customer expectations. This will sound very basic, but it's true. The best way to improve customer satisfaction is to provide high-quality products and services that meet or exceed customer expectations. By providing high-quality products and services, you are literally eliminating customer complaints and returns by a whole ton. But how do you define a high-quality product or service that exceeds customer expectations? Well, briefly, does it solve an issue? Is it easy to use? Is it visually appealing? Is it efficient? Is it tailored to your customers? Those are the questions you want to be able to answer without a doubt. A significant part of this point is customer expectations. Expectations can vary depending on whether, for example, you over-promoted your product and it's overhyped, or the customer paid for a premium, shiny product, and when they received it, they couldn't overlook the cheap packaging. Either way, when there is a gap between expectations and reality, your customers will tell you about it. And if you want to make them happy, ensure that the gap is as small as possible or even exceeds their expectations. Another way to increase your customer satisfaction is by offering excellent customer service. Excellent customer service can go a long way towards improving customer satisfaction. Be sure to train your staff to be friendly, helpful, and responsive to customer needs. You see, online customer service is the connection you form with a consumer, and you've got to build that connection by what you say and do through branding, marketing, sales, and support. No matter how good your product or service is, you need to stand out. There are many great products and services on the market, and that fairy dust that industry leaders have sprinkled on is superb customer service. It's where the connection between the brand, so you, and your customer is built, and we've got to get you on that path. There's a lot more you've got to know when it comes to offering excellent customer service. Now, I can't just sprinkle that fairy dust and make it all happen, but I do have something for you that might work just as well. I'll leave the link to the video in the description. And yes, you should watch it. I worked hard on it, and it will make your life easier. Everything you've got to know in the beginning is right there for you. Moving on to the next tip, you need to remember to show appreciation to your customers. Showing appreciation to your customers is like thanking them for their business or offering them special promotions or discounts. Here are the many ways that you can show appreciation to your customers to reach higher customer satisfaction. Keep in touch with your customers after the purchase. Quality customer service doesn't end with a purchase. How you treat your customers after they buy from you separates a brand that people love from hundreds of other brands. Add the human touch and build your relationship with them outside of the sales process. A personal touch means showing appreciation, which could lead to more satisfied customers. Let your customers know about special offers. Giving your customers a discount code or giving away your product or service for free for a limited time is one of the best ways to show gratitude. I mean, who doesn't like a discount code? Moving on, send your customers a piece of branded swag. You can never go wrong with doing this. It's an easy gift to prepare and ship to customers. It's also a reminder that we appreciate your business. And what's sending a sweatshirt with your logo on it compared to free marketing and a satisfied customer? So really, do it. If you want to give customers more options, then create a page with a few branded products to choose from, like mugs, lanyards, backpacks, and so on. Let customers decide which one they want. Everyone loves a freebie, especially when they get to choose it themselves. And lastly, friends, you can show your appreciation to your customers by sharing their stories on your channels. I'm sure your customers will love any gifts you send their way. However, if you're selling to other businesses, your customers will love it even more if you tell your audience about them. Share their success stories and case studies, give them shout-outs on social media, and mention them in your company newsletter. Because at the end of the day, exposure to a new audience can be more beneficial than any tangible gift that comes to mind. Are you ready to go and increase your customer satisfaction? I think you're ready. You know all that you've got to know to get started and reach higher levels of customer satisfaction. So, good luck, friends. See you soon.